Hello and welcome to The Takeaway with Tyra. Thank you for joining me today. Now, so that you don't miss out on any of my updates, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also like hearing from you, so go ahead and like and comment. My guests are always exciting and have great things to share with us. What I do on this show is I have one guest and I ask them one question. Then they get the floor. So here we go. So once again, thank you for joining me on The Takeaway. I'm happy to have you with me today. And I have a wonderful guest in the IT industry, Bob Takusi. Hello and welcome.
Hello, Tara. It's a pleasure and it's a privilege for me to be to your show. I've watched a lot of your programs and I find them really inspiring and educative. So I said, hey, why not me come on today and also put in my 1 cent.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love hearing from founders. The ONPASSIVE company is so diverse with so many different people from all over the world and all kinds of careers and jobs. And so it's always interesting to have people on and hear what they have to say. So I'm excited to hear from you because you are in the IT industry. So myself, I don't understand a lot of the software and all the behind the scenes that OnPassive has been developing. Now, before I go ahead, I want to tell our viewers, once we're done the show, please head over to onpassive.com because there you're going to find all our products, information about the company, our CEO. There's just a wealth of information there. So onpassive.com will give you a bigger view of what's happening. So Bob today is going to share with us that insider view to help us understand what's going on behind the scenes with all the software. So Bob, let us know about this. Explain it to us so people like myself that don't understand the whole IT business can understand it. Take it away.
Thank you, Tara. Thank you so much again for having me. OnPassive, OnPassive, I know a lot of people are saying, what is OnPassive? Just out of the gate. OnPassive is a revolutionary technology that is coming. It's on its way. It's here, actually. We are at the verge of launching it to the world. In a nutshell, OnPassive is a software.
Right.
It's a massive software that is being developed as we speak. It is different because they are using the latest technology, which is artificial intelligence, to develop it. So when we talk of artificial intelligence, what do we mean? We mean that they are applying intelligence. We humans, it's only humans that have intelligence, right? So they are applying intelligence to the system to make it think or behave like humans.
Okay.
So when you hear of artificial intelligence with OnPassive, that's what they're doing. Every single product, they have an ecosystem that has more than 53 products, each one which is equivalent to a standalone multi-billion-dollar corporation. They are all in that one ecosystem, but they are being built from scratch with artificial intelligence.
Wow.
So yeah, when we hear that, yes, we should also always have that at the back of our mind.
Okay.
Now, there are several products, like I said, that are being developed. I know a lot of the products are being talked about constantly, but there are two particular products, or this one particular product I want to talk about first, that to me is very significant.
Oh.
Very significant. It is not being talked of more than I would hope.
Okay.
This product is called the O-Chat.
Oh.
The O-Chat. You see, when Ash Mufarah says that, you guys come and join me, let's launch this company to the world. I'm going to build your business for you. Don't worry. Remember, we always say you don't have to talk to anybody to make money. The CEO has pledged that he's going to build our businesses for us, right? That's the fact. The reason why he says that is because of this guy or this girl, O-Chat. OChat is like your virtual employee, it's a virtual agent.
Oh, yes.
OChat is the guy or the girl who works for you while you are asleep. You see, we know, it is being built. This is where Mr. Mufara and his team, they have used artificial intelligence at its apex. They have developed this tool and configured it such that it behaves like a human being. OChat is your employee. OChat is your business analyst. OChat is your system analyst. Is the guy who is going to be answering all the questions to us, to the customers when they come in. So let me address it in this other direction.
Yeah.
There are several ways in which companies implement artificial intelligence in their systems to optimize it, generate profit output to gain more revenue coming into the system. There are several ways. We have what they call analytic AI. Okay. Analytic AI is simply how normally systems collect data. They collect data from all kinds of data sources, and then they bring it together in one database or one source, one port, and then maybe they will hire a data scientist or something like that to come and analyze the data for the executive to make decisions. That's a type of way they look at the data. There's what we call functional AI. Functional AI is just exactly the same like artificial analytic AI, but the system takes the decision. You don't have, when the data is collected from all these sources and analyzed, the data mining and everything, they make sense of it, the system will act. And we have what they call interactive AI. That is what OChat is.
Wow.
Interactive AI, where you interact with the system. You see? So with OChat, remember when you come into any system, you either talking on the phone or you are texting, you are chatting, right? Mm-hmm. So that's interactive. So here, Mr. Mufara and his team, they have done a masterful job with this product. They have configured OChat such that OChat, you will interact with this product and you will not know it's not a human being. Yes.
That's just mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yes. They have even implemented emotions. So OChat will act with you and act emotionally, like you will finish a session, question whatever problems you have, and you will leave that session interacting with that system, thinking that you are actually dealing with a human being because I've implemented emotion. So that's an interactive AI. Then we have what they call a text AI, where the system texts you. You remember, Tara, when you have like a doctor's appointment or you go to your pharmacy, your medication is out of supplies, you receive a text that, right? Mm-hmm. Your medication out of supply, or you receive a reminder text from your doctor's hospital that your appointment is tomorrow, and then you text yes to confirm and stuff like that.
Right.
That is not a human being doing that. That's a system. That's a text AI. That's the system is doing that function for you. But the business is going on. If you say yes, your appointment is scheduled, is confirmed. If you say no, they will change that appointment. So that is text AI. Then we have what they call visual AI. Visual AI is like image recognition. You see, like recently in the United States, we had the riots that occurred on January 1st. Thousands of people went to Congress and, more than close to 1,000 of them have been arrested. How did they do it? Everybody left and went home. They used visual recognition. So they scan through those images as they capture your face, your facial impression. All of us have identification, in some data, we have driver's license identification. So they run it through a system and they match it, they pick up your identity. That's how those people have been caught. So those are the ways that we could implement. But let's focus on what OChat is and how it has been implemented. So these guys, they have, look, there is a tool or a process in artificial intelligence or a discipline, a field called the natural language generator or the natural language processor. This is where Ash Mufara and his team, they have done a masterful job to configure this thing, because It focuses on the cognitive ability of the system, how the system interacts with humans. That is here where they put in that emotion that we're talking about. So this tool is very, very, very important. That is why all of us, when we are all told that you don't need to worry about recruiting anybody. If you want to do it, fine. You can talk to people if you want to. That's fine. You don't have to. It's because of this guy. And Tara, most people ask me, because we do presentations on Monday, and with the O-Winners, as you see my name, O-Winners, our presentation on Mondays and Wednesdays. And most people ask also, what do you mean when you say we don't have to talk to anybody, they're going to build their business for you? And I don't understand, how am I going to get my customers and stuff?
Right.
Let's bring it home so people can understand how this thing is going to work.
Right.
Okay. You know, the day starts in Australia every day. Like today is tomorrow in Australia, right? Yeah. The day starts in Australia. So here is how I'm imagining, I know this thing is going to work. So remember that our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare, he is the master of internet marketing, traffic generation. That is how he made his millions.
Yes.
Right? He's that. So we are building this system. He's building it. He knows a lot of stuff. Everything that's happening, he's putting it all together. But his role comes at the end when everything is done and put together. And then he's going to send the traffic. When we talk of traffic equals customers, he's going to send the customers to the businesses, right? To us. So here is what is going to happen. When ONPASSIVE launches, we know that the day starts in Australia. So Mr. Mufara is going to send out his AI algorithm. Remember, if you are online, if you're on the internet, anywhere in the world, Ash Mufara will find you and present something for you to see. That's how good this man is. Wow. That's what has given him, and he's willing to share it with all of us. So when the day starts in Australia, on the day that we launch, we call it in our O-Winners team, Ash Mufara is going to do what we call the clean sweep around the world. He's going to start in Australia, setting his AI algorithms, because that's where the day dawns in Australia. So these algorithms are going to go out and find customers. They are presenting ONPASSIVE to everybody. Remember, let's say you are Tara.com. That's your domain name. That's your business name, right? Now, right now, when you go to ONPASSIVE.com, what do you see? You see all the products, everything, right? Yes. It's going to be more than that. But for now, Tara.com, when ONPASSIVE launches, is going to have those products. Those are your products. So Mr. Mufara and his team, they are going to go around the world and send you customers to that website. That's what is happening. So we start with Australia. From Australia, we go down to where do we go? We go down to Asia, India, right? They are next. India, China, India, Pakistan. That's already about 3 billion customers, potential customers. That us, we have access to. So we are going to have those customers. It's going to continue, go around to Europe. Europe has maybe another 500-600 million people. Then Africa is another 1 billion before coming to North America and Canada and the US and South America. So by the time that sweep is done, you have customers coming to Tara.com. Guess what happens when they get there, Tara? That's why Mr. Mufara is saying that you don't need to talk to anybody. I'm going to build your business for you.
Right.
These customers come to Tara.com. They're going to be asking, they're going to meet who? Who are they going to meet? Your virtual agent, your virtual employee, the OChat.
Not me. I'll be in bed.
You'll be sleeping. That's why Mr. Mufara is saying that there will be times when you go to bed at night, you check your wallet, you go to bed, you wake up in the morning and you run out, you check your wallet again, you run outside and you scream.
No
because
kidding.
when that clean sweep is done, they come in and they meet Miss OChat. She's the one who is there communicating with the customers, giving them the free trials, taking their payments, answering their questions. Remember, OChat, this thing is your virtual agent, is your employee, is also your business analyst. They're answering all the technical questions. It's your system analyst, is answering all the business-related questions, the business analyst, the system analyst. They are doing all that. That is your employee. That is the OChat. That's what the OChat is doing. So when they're going to do order for you, they're taking your payments, credit it to your wallet, your own wallet, and your funding wallet. Everything is being done by who? Your virtual agent or employee, the OChat. Now, I want you to remember, think about it this way. Let's open our mind. Let's think like Mr. Mufara for a second. Remember that this is virtual, right? It's a virtual agent.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that it could be replicated. There could be many of them. You see, it could be 5, it could be 10, it could be 20. So that also means that at one instance, you could have like several of these OChats. One is serving somebody in Canada, communicate to somebody in Canada. The other one is serving somebody in France. The other one is serving somebody in China. The other one is serving somebody in Australia, in Germany. And guess what, Tyra? They are all speaking in those different languages. Remember, we have multiple auto translation. You see?
Wow. Hey.
So this is what is happening here with the OChat. The OChat is a very, 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 very significant product that I would love we talk about it often. The guy who, when you sleep, they're working for you. Remember, they are working 24/7. They're working 24/7 all around the clock, day and night. While you sleep, they're working. When you're up, they're working. All what you do, you come into your wallet, you check in your wallet. You don't know what is going on, but this is what is happening. OChat is there doing the job for us. So I wanted to highlight this out for you, for us today, to look at it in that perspective.
Yeah. You know, people just don't realize. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm listening to you and I've been with ONPASSIVE for a year learning, and this still blows my mind because most people just don't get what is actually going to happen when the switch is flipped and ONPASSIVE is live. Like,
yes.
Wow.
There is this saying when they say that there's an avalanche coming. It is true. It's true. You know, an avalanche, or some people call it, Mr. Osong calls it the internet quake.
Right. Yes.
Juggernaut. I mean, I used to call it the juggernaut, but right now I don't even know if we know what's coming. I don't think there's a right adjective to describe what ONPASSIVE is, because this thing is about to reverse what all the economic principles that we know of. It's about to be reversed.
Yeah.
When ONPASSIVE launches, and we'll call it in its full pistons, that means all 53 plus products are rolling. Just imagine when that clean sweep happens around the world, when Ash Mufareh sends his algorithms around the globe every day, day after day, day after day. That is why they are also projecting that, which is a conservative projection, that we'll have 100 million customers. They're projecting that we'll be having at least 8 million customers per month. That means 2 million customers per week. Some of us think that it will be more than that, but let's go with those numbers. Look at it. And then those people are being distributed to us, the founders. Let's say if we have 1 million founders, for instance. So that translates to what? 8 founders every month. 8 customers, sorry, every month.
Right.
You know? So you do the math. I mean, and those are conservative numbers. So I just wanted to highlight us, the OChat, so we see it from this perspective, to know that this product is not an easy, this product is actually the backbone of ONPASSIVE.
Wow.
When everything is said and done, when we're in full blast.
Right.
Yeah. So another product that I would like to highlight as well, and if there's any that you would like me to talk about, it's fine, is the O-Tracker.
Okay.
The O-Tracker is a small product. I think the market share right now is like about 2 billion or something, but it's projected to be somewhere around 5 billion in the next 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
And this is also a very, very significant tool. O-Tracker is a tool that every businessman or woman who has a business online needs.
Right.
Yeah. And it is here that Ash Mufareh and his team, they have also done something masterful. They have combined business intelligence and artificial intelligence to create this progressive, what they call progressive technology product. Because O-Tracker keeps track of every customer of yours. If you're a businessman or woman online, it keeps track of all the people who come on your website. It keeps track of their IP address and looks at what they do, look at their preferences, the likes, the comments that they make online or other social media platforms. They track it, they bring it in, they analyze it. That's business intelligence now. You know, they do their perceptive analysis, they do their visualization, they bring it all together, make sense of it, and then the AI now can act. You can program the system now to perform a task based on those decisions or those information that has been gathered by the O-Tracker.
What I've been, So
yes.
So if I look at a new blouse online, next thing I know, it's showing me ladies' clothing. So that's what you're talking about.
Something like that. But let me bring it in a better perspective.
Okay.
Let's say you have a website, tarasclothing.com, right? This is what O-Tracker is going to do for you. O-Tracker is going to help you to identify where your customers are. The customers, the people who actually come to your website are here in Maryland, for instance. I live in Maryland.
Okay.
They are the ones who are coming to your website and buying products and coming, but sometimes they come, they look at that blouse that you have, they say, oh, this Tara's blouse, I like this blouse, it's a little expensive, maybe later, they make their comments, they like it, they do this constantly. So O-Tracker is keeping track of that, is collecting that data, and is realizing that maybe the price for this product is a little high, right? Artificial intelligence comes in. The functional AI, they've collected that data. They realize that this might be too high. Guess what happens? They drop the price and send out a promotion to those customers. You haven't done anything. Here is why Ash Mufere says that ONPASSIVE, or I am going to help you redefine your digital marketing strategies for a complete business transformation. So you are sitting there, Tara, you have put your benchmark, of course, where prices cannot fall below and stuff like that. The system understands. So you have this thing, you are seeing your inventory is going down, sales are going, you are wondering what is happening. O-Tracker, business intelligence, has collected that information for you. Artificial intelligence has used it to react. So that's a progressive technology. And there are a few things that has actually distinguished O-Tracker from, we have other products like O-Tracker that are out there, of course. There's something called, I think, Find My IP or IP stack.
Okay.
Okay. They are there, but O-Tracker has come in with certain features, or there's one key feature that is not in the market that is going to be new. We have four. Let me talk of these four distinct features. The first one I would like to talk about that is in this product is called geolocation. Right? Just like I give you the example of you having your customers in Maryland and stuff. Geolocation does for you. It pinpoints exactly where your customers are. They are using something that they call geocoding. Geocoding is something that a tool that we use to calculate latitude and longitude where you are to find out where exactly these customers are.
Okay.
So geolocation points you to where you are, your city, your state, your zip code, exactly where you are. O-Tracker gets that information and brings it in for you, the business owner, to be able to analyze it and know where your customers are, make decisions. We have something that they call geofencing. Yes. So geofencing, you can fence out or restrict some people. You are in some area, you don't want some people to come into your network, or you can fence out the people that you want, the customer base that you want and stuff. That's what geofencing helps you to do. But the one that is most significant, that's new here, as Mr. Mufara tells us, is a heat map. Because you have like a dashboard, your O-Tracker dashboard, you can see exactly, you see the dashboard. Like if you open your O-Tracker that you have, the Terra.com the old tracker that's associated with that, Tyra.com, you will see exactly where you see, like it will tell you that in Bel Air, Maryland, you can see it keeps track of the exact place where the traffic is being generated that's coming to your website. So you can actually make another decision and say, oh man, I have a lot of customers here. Maybe I can just run a commercial, you know, and show them all my other products that I have or something like that. So those are the kinds of things that this thing will help you transform your business, as Mr. Mufara is telling us, you know. And then you have what we have, the fraud detection. Fraud detection is the worst nightmare for scammers. ONPASSIVE is not a friend to scammers. You know, we have a lot of problems with people scamming, you know, using the technology to scam. No. Fraud detection is going to, it's like you have a security guard in your system 24/7 that does not sleep.
That's big.
So when people come in, these scammers come in and they start trying to, as soon as they do one or two things that's wrong, artificial intelligence is watching, it's up 24/7. So we're looking at them as they do this, that's wrong, they repeat the pattern 1, 2, 3 times, the system kicks them out. You know, these phone calls that you get, oh, this prince from Ghana or Nigeria, they are calling you, or somebody's calling you from somewhere in India that they're working with Social Security and that you are owing taxes and stuff like that. Those things will not happen.
That's wonderful.
ONPASSIVE is not a friend to scammers. So the fraud detection utility helps us have a clean system.
Yeah.
And there are others like currency, you know, they can tell where you are based on your geographic location, determine your currency and stuff. So it's a clean system, nice dashboard. And we are coming in with an additional functionality that's not in the market that will attract customers. So ONPASSIVE is going to get more of those market share.
That is just something. That is
Yep.
just something.
Yep.
You know, I had somebody bring up to me that was in a small affiliate marketing business, and they had to do all the advertising.
Yeah.
And she was, in particular, she was marketing makeup for women. And she said, you know, she's trying to learn to advertise, she's getting it out there, and all of a sudden she's getting these leads, and she's looking at these leads. Well, some were men, some were people with the profession of a farmer. Well, you know what? Wasted money.
Yeah. No.
And what you're saying with these two products, like, it is going to be so
targeted
perfectly
traffic,
fine-tuned.
To targeted traffic, your customers.
Man.
Your customers to you. And
yeah.
Your products seen by your customers. That's what is happening here. This technology is revolutionary. It is out of this world.
Indeed.
It is, yeah, that's why we should just be patient and wait, because when this thing is unleashed, the world will never be the same, Tara. That's what I tell everybody that I know.
Indeed, indeed.
When this ONPASSIVE, when the switch, like you say, is turned on, the world changes forever.
Wow.
It's going to emerge. You know, we're living in the moment of pandemic right now. When everything is said and done, now in America, in some states, you are seeing that it's going back up. But we hope, as soon as when this thing is done, what emerges is a new economy that will be driven by ONPASSIVE. Mostly by ONPASSIVE.
That's something. That's something. Well, you know, Bob, we're coming to the end of our time, but oh my goodness, I could sit and listen to this because, like I said, for someone like myself, I don't understand this, but you have given us such a wonderful insight. And folks, I really hope if you're not getting it, afterwards hit replay and go back and listen to what Bob is saying, because this is huge. This, as Bob has said, and like I like to say, what is our takeaway? This is going to totally change the internet, how we do business and everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So in closing, Bob, anything else you would like to add?
Yes, absolutely. You know, so what I want to say is to pray for our founders, those of us who are already founders, our indulgence, to hang in there and wait. This is not a walk in the park. I've been in the industry for 23 years. I understand how systems are built. Tyra, it takes time. Zoom alone took about 4 years from conception to production.
Right.
A system where we built a system in Pennsylvania called Adelphia Communication, a cable system, one system. There are other entry system, the database, and the other entry system. It took us about 3 years, building about 50 different products using the latest technology. So let's hang in there and wait. Mr. Mufara knows exactly what he's doing. The guys that are working on these products are the smartest people on earth. They know exactly what they're doing. We just have to crave our indulgence to be patient and just wait. It's coming. And when it comes, like Mr. Mufara says, our lives are never going to be the same. Our lives are going to change. And it's hard work. It takes time. So that's what I want to drive home this evening. And when we talk to people, some people listen to us. Some of my friends, there are people who even you think are smarter than you who will not see it.
Yes.
So we just go by and know that we've done our part. We've cleared our conscience. In our team, I'll just end by saying this. This is how we are beginning to realize what is happening in our team, the O-Winners. It is now dawning on us that yes, for real, Tyra, not everybody is going to see ONPASSIVE. So that's okay. Here is what it is actually coming up. Because now we think now that when your natural predisposition, because there's something spiritual about ONPASSIVE, believe you me, God's hand is here, is present. And when your natural predisposition is to help someone, is to give, is to uplift, is to enlighten, is to create peace and harmony and love, when that is who you are at the core, the good Lord, God sees it, right? He sees the benevolence of your heart, and guess what happens? He opens your eyes and your minds to see ONPASSIVE, to see the gift that he's giving to us through Mr. Ash Mufara with ONPASSIVE.
Perfect.
That's how I'm going to end my talk with you this afternoon or this morning.
Man, Bob, that was awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today. I so appreciate you taking the time. And everyone, please, if you're not getting it, just hit rewind and listen to Bob again, because he has completely laid it out for even someone like me that doesn't understand the IT industry and stuff. So once again, Bob, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Tara.
Oh, everyone else, have a super day. Bye for now.
Bye for now.